And then when you get into, as you get older, you start dealing with adults and just their half-truths or untruths, money missing, with no explanations or rational reasons why the money is gone.
VCR walked out the house.
VCR walked out the house. It could be something as simple as running credit card balances up real high.
Link cards with zero balances.
All of these kind of things. Then you can start seeing the physical symptoms, the burned fingers, the redness of the eyes, the disheveled look as they start to decrease their grooming. You could start to deal with staying away from home a lot, isolating themselves in their own room, and we could go over a myriad of different things.
Let me do this real quick. If you just tuned in, you are watching Recovery. It's your choice. We're not just talking about alcohol and drugs here this evening. What we'd like for you to do is do not touch that remote. Put that remote down right now, because the information that we're imparting to you this evening, if it does not relate to you outside the home, it's a great possibility it may reside or preside within your home in another form other than alcohol and drugs. And we're going to spend the next few minutes talking about some of the other types of addictions. If you're watching this program in Chicago for the first time, this is a new program. You can call the number at the end of the show and ask, when is Recovery, It's Your Choice, going to be aired again? If you're viewing this program outside the city limits of Chicago, call your local cable provider and ask them also, when is Recovery, It's Your Choice going to be aired or cable casted in your area? We thank you for watching. Our number is on the screen. If you have any questions or comments, or if you need help, we have not put up the 800 numbers for this first episode of our show at this time. So if you do need help as a result of something that we've said, or you know someone that needs help, call us at 312-661-9010. We'll give you an 800 number that you can call. So if you need help or someone you know needs help, that help is on the way. There is a way out of this darkness. I just needed to say that because we have a lot of people that watch, and this is our first time airing this show in the year 2002. And I know the information that you're sharing, somebody's bound to call, someone's watching that's hurting, someone in their family is hurting, or a friend or a fellow colleague on the job. Let me ask you this question. When we look at addictions, you also told me, we did a lot of talking before the show, that addictions affect people regardless of their social or economic background.
Absolutely.
It affects people that don't have GEDs all the way to people that have PhDs. It affects people that may sit on park benches all the way to people in New York that may live on Park Avenue, or in Chicago on Lakeshore Drive, or in California on Redale Drive.
Absolutely. See, addiction is an opportunistic disease, and the reason I use that term is because it has to have a host.
A host.
It has to have somebody to let it in. Without a host, it doesn't have an opportunity.
So if you came to my house and knocked on my door and I didn't answer,
you wouldn't be the host.
I wouldn't be the host.
But if you let me in, then you would have to host me, which means now you have to accommodate me being there.
Right.
Well, disease of addiction gets accommodated when people let it in. And accommodation could be something as simple as a marriage could take place where a person could have an addiction and marry into a family. And when he brings that addiction into this environment, everybody now is susceptible to the behaviors, attitudes, dispositions of this person with this problem.
Okay.
And so we deal with it from an environmental factors, and then we always deal with it from social factors. And many times people really don't see it from the standpoint of how another person's behavior along that lines could cause them harm, because many of us have been inoculated to the realities of drug addiction.
Okay.
You know, we just don't see it as a manifestation of some other type of problem. We don't see it as a reality that we have to deal with. And to give you a good illustration, I was